Hello, hello! Today we are going to make a memory drawing. Well, this is going to be very interesting as we are going to make multiple people flying kites. So, let's see this entire picture first. We see a beautiful scene of kite flying or Makar Sankranti here. All we have to do is get to the next page and start making this. At first, we are going to make a borderline. Usually, a borderline is approximately 1 or 2 centimeter fat. Once we are done with that, let's start by drawing the entire picture. At first, we are going to draw the parts which are already in our book. Yes, they are very light. Can you see it? That's amazing. So, let's trace this together at first. Yes, this is going to make our drawing a little more easier. We already have the skeleton of the drawing and all we have to do is enhance it. Let's make this tree nicely. That's wonderful. Similarly, complete this. And look at that. This is ready. All we have to do is enhance the drawing now. We will start by making the hairline of this boy at first. Make his features and then start by making his entire body. He's holding this object in his hand with the help of which you can fly the kite. Yes, which has the kite's string in it. So let's make him hold that. After which we will do the pants and then go ahead with the next boy's face. Be very careful while making the features, which are the eyes, nose and the mouth. Complete making his t-shirt and make the design very lightly. After which we are going to make his pants and then his shoes. Make sure you draw a proportionate body figure, which means that the face should be proportionate to the body size. It shouldn't be so that the face is bigger than the body or the body is very small as compared to the face. Go ahead by making the kites now. If you notice, a few kites seem to be a lot more bigger than the others. Do you know why is that so? Well, you're right. The kites which are bigger are closer to us and the kites which are smaller are away from us. Let's fine-tune the other body parts and then start by drawing another boy. Now this boy is facing that way, hence his head is towards us. Continue by making these buildings here. They are very far away, hence they are very small. This is how we see things in a perspective. Complete this entire building in a similar way. Let's make these intricate details and make the windows. After that, let's start by making this boy who's sitting on the ground. He's trying to fix his kite, isn't it? And yes, there is another friend of his who's helping him out. This looks amazing. We are done with the entire drawing. All we have to do next is start by painting this. Well, yes, we need to take some green color and a lot of water and mix it together to get a beautiful wash. For a wash, we require a very light color. Hence, we will use more of water here. Just because the color is very light, it is alright if it gets into your object. A dark shade is going to be overlapped on top of it, and hence the green will no more be seen in the objects. Go ahead and paint the entire ground with green color. You can also use a flat brush for the same so that it is easier for you to paint it. Here we are using a round brush as we need to also paint in the middle of these objects or people. Hence, it gets a little easier. That looks great. The next thing we do is use blue color for washing the top part. Let's go ahead by making an impression of a cloud and then only paint on top of it. Yes, the impression needs to be very light. Let's go ahead and paint the top part now. This looks beautiful. Once we are done with the background, we will start by painting all the parts inside. But before that, let's start by painting these parts. Yes, let's make this a little darker now. It feels as if these are the shadows of the people who are standing on the ground. Go ahead by painting the trees and the bushes. And then let's take a darker green and paint this section. Let's try and paint it in a circular motion. And now let's smudge this dark green which we have done here with the help of water. It has given us such a beautiful shade of green, isn't it? And let's do green wherever we see green parts. Let's take some more blue. And now start by doing this girl's t-shirt. Always remember, whenever you're making a particular color, you need to make sure that you paint all the parts which are of that color first. So here we are going to do blue as well. Let's complete all the sections which has blue there. Go ahead by painting the same color for a few of their shoes. And then let's use the same color for the building. Yes, only at a few places. Make sure that you change the number of the brush every time you go from a fatter place to a thinner space. You need to use a very thin or a small brush when you are painting a very thin area. For this boy's t-shirt, we require a lighter blue as well, and hence we will add a lot more water to the color and then start painting this. This looks interesting. Now we will start by using green color for this person's t-shirt. Well, this doesn't look like green though. We have added green and blue together in order to get this shade. This looks lovely. Let's use ochre color for this boy's shorts and here as well. Remember, you can repeat the colors wherever it's mentioned. Also, don't worry if you do not get the exact shade mentioned here. You can go ahead with the shade you have. Let's paint this with dark brown now. And then give a dark brown line right here. This looks amazing. Go ahead by painting the same color next. That's lovely. Now use the dark brown color for the hair as well. And let's do it for this person's hat as well as the buildings. Once we are done with that, we are going to now take yellow color, add some water to it and go ahead by painting all the spaces which are yellow in color. Are you having fun painting this entire thing? Well, I'm having fun too. Let's start by painting this section with red color and make sure that you have a very thin brush with you. Go ahead by painting this entire kite with red and then the other sections with red as well. Let's start by painting this entire section with ochre color now. Give all of these spaces a few finishing touch-ups with multiple colors. Yes, it is going to enhance our entire drawing. I'm very excited for this to end now. Yes, we'll be able to see the final product in some time. Now, we are going to take pink color and then do it for this kite. Well, yes, this looks a little bit like red color. Next up, we are going to take purple color. This looks beautiful, isn't it? Continue by painting this slowly and nicely. Let's take grey color and start by painting these spans. Well, yes, a grey color is made with the help of white and black. We have to take 3 drops of white and 1 small drop of black for this. Go ahead and paint the entire hair with black color as well. Give all of these spaces a finishing touch-up. Let's use olive green for his pants now. This looks very interesting. Finally, we will go ahead by painting all the faces and the hands with skin color. So are you ready? That's amazing. Let's take a fresh brush and start by painting this. We will also take a very thin brush for the same. Go ahead and paint all of these spaces with skin color. This looks so amazing. Let's do the bark of this tree with dark brown color. This looks amazing. Once we are done with that, we will make sure that our entire drawing is dried out and then we will start sketching this. It is very important to actually wait till the time your drawing dries out, or else there are times when your sketch pen marks start smudging because of the water. Be very careful while sketching it and try and don't make a mistake. Go ahead and sketch the entire drawing in a similar way. That's brilliant! Once we are done with that, let's take a thin brush and some white color. We are going to use the back side of the paintbrush and make these dots like this. Doesn't this look interesting? Let's make these dots together. After that, let's do this line with white color. That's great. And now let's take a red sketch pen and do this line together. This looks lovely, isn't it? Let's complete all of these things in a similar way now. That's wonderful. And look, we're done with the entire drawing.